What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast No Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Halo Infinite's story. We got quite a bit of things about the story. We got to see a whole lot more about the game. Obviously, very early this morning. They announced it last night, and I like it. I like it quite a bit. I want to just jump straight to that. It doesn't. I guess I should maybe start with like the first initial negative, and then go into honestly just a ton of positives. The game still doesn't look all that visually amazing. I just don't know what's up there now. No, I'm not expecting like photorealism. I don't really expect that, but it definitely does look a lot better than it did, last year, around August time last year. Looks much, much better. There is zero doubt about that. And I'm not here to harp too much on the overall visuals of the game, but I would just say overall it's still not that impressive, but it's serviceable, and it's definitely a step in the right direction, and that's really all that I was asking for it. Beyond that, it looks good. This is a game that, and I've tried to stay, or I don't even think I've tried, I just happened to not really pay too much attention to the game, so I don't know if it was always kind of known that the story would be this open sandbox. I feel like it was, and I feel like now the more I talk about it, the more that I think that I already knew that, but seeing it, I guess, play out in action was really cool. It literally is just a giant playground that you're able to do different things. Now, I guess, and this is not a negative, this is a possible negative. One thing I don't want the game to do is to have it be padded with just too much, basically, fluff. Things that are just kind of there to be there. Freeing the captives and having them join up with you, that was really cool. And actually, I want to see kind of more games do that. And I think that could be a really interesting just idea with the game that can help out. Now, will they die very easily? We don't necessarily know. But that's a really, in my opinion, that's a cool mechanic. But the thing is, do we have to do that like 60 times? In the game? Those are the kind of things that I feel like you just kind of put in there to give us more things to do. You know what I mean? So I like it. I just don't want to do it, 1,000 times. Same thing with like destroying those kind of chemical containers, right? Fine. And you have a nice little playground or like an area to destroy stuff and defeat the enemies. And that's awesome. And it did look like when Master Chief was going into that area, like literally a different area, it gave a couple, like, okay, there's one of this kind of thing here, there's two of these kind of things, there's one of this kind of thing. So it does seem like different regions have different just things you're going to unlock. Now, again, that's like every game has that. The issue I've always had with that is just, I don't want to just do something 1,000 times just to do it, just to pad the length of, the game. But again, like individually, what they showed, all the different vehicles, a lot of stuff, that we've seen before, but like we get to see it here and it looks really cool, using the zip line in very, very cool ways. I have not yet played, I never got into the multiplayer, the closed tests and even like the open tests. I never did it, but I watched some people play it, and number one, it looks insanely good, and number two, the zipline thing looked incredible in terms of what you can do with it. And it seems like the campaign, specifically in this kind of overview, walkthrough or trailer or whatever, they really, I feel like, put a lot of eyes on that, right? You can pick up canisters with it and throw it. You can pick up weapons with it. You can just get to an area and kind of swing yourself long distances. So very cool, very cool. Look, ultimately, the multiplayer looks like it's going to be rock solid, potentially the best multiplayer Halo's ever had. And it's free to play. You don't even have to have the game. That is incredible on its own. There's no doubt about it. And then for the single player, factually, there are going to be a lot of eyes on it. There's a lot of diehard Halo fans. Now, I've played and I've seen all of the single player, games of Halo. I've seen all of the, the campaigns, and I've never considered myself like a massive Halo specialist or like lore expert or been all that into. The original 3 Halos were pretty, like a spectacle in terms of what they did there, but I've never been too much into it. So I don't know. I'm looking at this as really an entry point, not just for me, but I do think a lot of other, considering this game, that's what this game is supposed to be. Outside of all the expectations that we have for it, which is fine. We can have all those expectations, I think. But like, this really is a launch pad, like they said. So like a new era of Halo. Yeah, because this game's going to be around forever. This is the only Halo we're getting for this Xbox console, obviously for PC, but like this generation of the Series S and X, like, this is going to be a Halo game that's out for like 5-6 years. You know, there's going to it's constant season changes, and it's going to be a game that's supposed to last literally years. And you know, that can easily work and it can easily fail. So the campaign, I don't really know how much even the campaign maybe even matters to them, but I know it matters to other people out there. So I would definitely say step in the right direction. I'm not like blown away by it. I'm impressed by like the gameplay aspects of it, and I'm intrigued by it, but you know, it's not like the greatest thing of all time. But again, like I'm already in. I'm gonna be playing this day one. I got my new computer. In fact, this is the very first YouTube video I'm recording on it. The computer can handle Halo Infinite, and I'm ready to, you know, give it a go. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on so you know all these videos go up. I do a brand new video on the channel every single day, and so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.